got your I just escaped from Alcatraz hat back on. I like that.
Maybe that's a sign. Maybe
Oh,
that's a sign, C.
oh,
Rose.
maybe. Have you ever visited Alcatraz?
I haven't.
I went as a little kid. I think I went when I was like 10 years old, and scared the shit out of me. And I remember getting a T-shirt that I think said "Member of the Alcatraz Penitentiary Swim Team."
I avoid prisons at all costs. Was taught that at a very young age. Just we don't need that at all in our life. So,
Yes or no? You've been in the back seat of a cop car.
a couple times.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Nothing bad though. Like I just sometimes, believe it or not, I used to have a big problem with authority, Chris. So every once in a while, I'd mouth off to a cop, and they just throw you in the back of the cop car.
Really? You thought since you were the shit at Crespi High that you ran the valley, huh?
I don't know what it was, man. Like teachers, I was always really nice to, but like the authority, the people that really had the power to mess with me, for some reason, man, just I always got mouthy with them.
Interesting.
Not anymore, though. I'm just like a law-abiding citizen.
Very interesting. And with that, I want to welcome everybody to the Thursday edition of Baseball Today, presented to you by our friends over at Dugout Mugs. And I'm assuming you're joining us not from the back of a cop car, but who knows? Maybe you've got your IG Live on. I don't know. It's just a thought. So here we go. Only one game today after having none yesterday, but boy, is it a biggie. It is the 109-win Giants taking on the 109-win Dodgers. Somebody is moving on to face the Atlanta Braves in the NLCS. Somebody is going home. It is the Game 1 winner, Logan Webb for the Giants, going against the Game 2 winner, Julio Urias of the LA Dodgers. It's everything you dreamed about and then some. So let's start with the starters. One, both, or neither make it through 6 innings tonight.
I'm going to say neither. And the reason I'm going to say that is everybody's available to pitch. In a do-or-die game, it's really hard for a starter to go that long. These guys are going to have to absolutely deal to be able to pitch that long, which they might. I mean, Webb went, 7 2/3 in game 1. Urias is just an absolute beast. I'm on record as saying he's a top 3 big game pitcher for me right now in the game. So obviously about as big as they come. I just think that they're going to be taken out either for a pinch hitter or because, like I said, everyone's available. The Giants are going to go Webb to Gausman to, Duvall. Maybe that's their best plan. And then the Dodgers have everybody. They have a stable of just absolute closers out there. So I don't think either of them make it, but that's not because they're going to pitch poorly. It's just because in this type of game, the hook is extremely quick.
In addition to that, the Dodgers in Game 1, they did a lot of early in the count swinging. And to Webb's credit, he missed just about every barrel out there. And you heard Dave Roberts, which he does very rarely, kind of call out his team, saying we didn't make an adjustment. Like, okay, first time through the order, I get it. You go up there with a plan. But, man, we kept swinging it, pitches very early in the count. So I expect that they're going to try and make Webb get in the strike zone. I think the danger is that so much of his shit looks like it's in the strike zone, and then it disappears afterward.
That's exactly what he does. Well, he presents it as a strike, and then it ends up out of the strike zone. So you have to make the adjustment. What you have to do against him is pitchers try to tunnel their pitches. As a hitter, you have to find the tunnel that works for you. So whether it's, the ball needs to start on the outer edge of the plate and come back or whatever it is, whatever pitch you're looking for, you have to really stick to a specific zone or else they're going to do what they did in Game 1 and just chase a bunch of pitches outside of the zone. I have a feeling they're going to make the adjustment.
It was interesting. I texted with Stephen Vogt, who's now in the Atlanta Braves. He just had surgery. Remember, kind of late-ish in the year, had a bad injury. He actually caught Logan Webb's Major League debut a few years ago. I was like, isn't that what happened? He said, yeah. He goes, he maybe went 4 or 5 innings. He said now, though, he is just so nasty because he knows exactly what he's doing. I could tell in that first game that, his shit was good. He just had no clue what was up. Yeah. Now he knows exactly what he's doing, and that is a lethal combination for a lot of hitters. With all that being said, I agree with you 100%, and it has nothing to do virtually with Urias went 5 innings the other night. He was pitching great, but because the circumstances took the game elsewhere. He didn't pitch 7 innings.
Yeah, and look who they have in the pen to bring out. I mean, like, this game is going to be low scoring. There's just no doubt about it. When you have the caliber of pitchers that both these teams possess and the number of caliber pitchers that both these teams possess, the hitters in the hitters meeting today are going to be like, fuck. Like, you start to feel something on a guy, and then boom, somebody else, and you got Trinan throwing 98-mile-an-hour bowling balls at you, or like, it's going to be really tough for the hitters. I think it's really going to be imperative for the team to come out and score first today,
which means that the final will probably be 8-6 or something like that.
I think so. I'm thinking 5 runs total.
Total?
Yeah, like 5 or 6.
Wow. Okay. Somebody wants to play the under. All right, give me this one. Struggling guy who needs to step up tonight for each squad.
There could be a couple different ones. For the Dodgers, Turner, I have his numbers right here. He's 1 for 17.
Yeah, give me one. Give me one. Don't give me multiple. Give me one guy from each team.
Yeah, I'm giving you one from each team.
Okay.
Justin Turner from the Dodgers, 1 for 17, hasn't even driven in a run. I don't expect that to continue. And then for the Giants, I'm going to go a different route. I'm going to say Longo. Longo's had the 1 hit. It's been the long ball against Scherzer. I saw his at-bats. He had 2 hits, excuse me. He hit one at the game I was at as well, base hit to right field. So he has 2 hits in the series, but he told me his swing feels a little bit better. So he needs to step up. I mean, if you get a guy like that to step up, then your chances of scoring runs are infinitely better. So I'm going to go Turner, who I believe will for sure step up because that's just who he is. And then Longo would be great for the Giants if he did step up.
All right, for the Dodgers, I'm going to go with Corey Seager, just in part because I'm comparing Corey Seager to 2020 playoff Corey Seager, where he went 8 homers, 20 ribs, had an OPS of almost 1,200. He was the NLCS and the World Series MVP. So he's only 1 for 7 all time against Logan Webb, but this is a big situation for him. Let's see what you got, particularly in what could be his final game in a Dodger uniform. You just never know. The other direction is a guy you definitely don't think of when it comes to the Giants, but he's a very important piece, and that's Darren Ruff. I think he's going to get the start at first base. I know that Bryant got it, I thought, earlier in the series, maybe, and they put somebody else in the outfield back in game 2. I forget if Ruff did. He might have gotten the start, but he's 0 for 7 in this series. He's a guy that just destroys left-handed pitching. He's a very important piece in their engine. So I think it's a big night for a guy like that because you're not expecting anything, but I know he expects a lot out of himself.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I think everyone's expecting something out of that guy. He's a really good hitter. They are going to stack their lineup with righties, which is going to be interesting because Julio might go 4 innings, and then you're stuck with a bunch of righties against these gross right-handers out of the Dodgers' pen. It's going to be a chess match between these two. I actually love the managerial matchup too. I know I never give credits. I never give any credit to the managers. Both these guys are fun to watch.
Quick reminder, once again, today's Baseball Today is presented to you by our good friends over at Dugout Mugs. They're giving away free product all postseason long. All you have to do is film yourself drinking out of something that you got from Dugout Mugs, which are really coolly engraved. And once again, these are made out of baseball bats. So you do this, video or still shot, tag them, post it on social media. You could be entered to win more free stuff. Now, you might say, well, I don't have anything from Dugout Mugs. Aha! That's where they want to lend a helping hand. If you don't have anything, they got a great discount going. DugoutMugs.com/today. You can get a free knob shot. We love the knob shot. All you have to pay is the $8.95 shipping and handling. That's not $895. That's $8.95. They have a great collection of the regular mugs, of the wine. They've got the bottle openers. They've got this that, once again, you can get for free, the knob shot. They're going to be riding with us all postseason long. It is DugoutMugs.com/today. Go get your free knob shot. Hook it up.
If you're a Giants fan or a Dodger fan, you're going to need some knob shots tonight. It's going to be nerve-wracking.
I love it. Great point. All right, let's continue on with Game 5 of the NLDS between the Dodgers and the Giants. Which non-starter, meaning position player coming off the bench or guy coming out of the bullpen, could be a starter, by the way, out of the bullpen, will grab the headlines?
I think it's Doval.
Love that guy.
He's so good right now, and they are going to lean on him for multiple innings. Regardless if they have the lead or not, the guy's going to pitch 2 innings tonight. He did it in 22 pitches in the last game he was out, which I believe was game 3. So he's rested, ready to go. And we've been talking about him quite a bit, so people here know who he is. But I think there's going to be a lot of eyeballs on this game. It's the only baseball game tonight. It's Giants versus Dodgers. It's a game 5, winner go home. And we're going to see Duvall on a huge stage in front of his home crowd. And I think he's going to be the guy that everyone's talking about tomorrow.
Great choice. One of the many reasons I did not pick him, because I knew you were going to. But come on, late night Lamont.
Yeah, I was going to go him too. There's a couple guys you can go with, Chris.
Yeah, hitting 571 in the 9th inning or in extra innings this year. He's driven in 14 of his 56 runs. 14 of his 56 runs. So exactly 25% of his RBIs this year have come in the 9th inning or later, which is a crazy stat. You know, the dude, and we deserve as baseball fans, I know it's going to make life a bitch for Dodger and Giants fans to have to sit through the excruciating pain of a nail biter tonight. But we as baseball fans, we really deserve a game that is determined until the 9th inning or even extra innings. So.
It's going to be an excellent game tonight. I agree with you. Hopefully it does come down to those last couple innings. I think it will.
All right, let's move on to one team that unfortunately is not in the playoffs, and they thought that they were going to be right in the mix of things, the San Diego Padres. Bob Nightingale of USA Today, cheers to him because he – anyway, they are still finalizing a list of managerial candidates to interview, but the names internally being discussed are Bochy, Showalter, Jeff Bannister, John Gibbons, Ron Renicky, John Farrell, and Brad Ausmus. Anybody else they should add to that list?
You know who I'm going to say. I'll leave that one to you, though. I'm going to give you a different one. Will Venable.
Ooh, I like that one.
And
former Padre.
Yeah, Will Venable. Everyone talks about how smart he is and how he's going to be a manager one day. So I think he's also coaching, so he wants to, be in these discussions. Yep. So I'm going to give that to him. Also, my guy, who I'm not really sure he would go to San Diego to do this. I know we have a collection of older guys, and I don't know how this happened, but all of a sudden now veteran managers are like in vogue. But before it was the younger the better. We don't want veterans anymore. Now everyone wants a veteran. But I think Sam Folds should not be out of these managerial discussions. He was a finalist for the Red Sox job before they went back to Cora.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'd leave to go to San Diego. He's from New Hampshire, so the Red Sox thing was good for him. But he's brilliant. He's probably the best baseball mind I've come across.
Wow.
So I'd like to see him get an opportunity. I'm just not sure he'd want it.
He's now the GM in Philly, isn't he?
Yeah. He's like, I don't know if he's the GM. He might be the GM, but he's not making decisions there yet. But he's high up there.
Right. Well, it's Dombrowski that's on top of him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's going to kind of stunt your growth a little bit as an executive if you've got a guy that's had that much success over the years. Yeah, the guy that, Ashland is in the chat. Ron Washington. The guy wants another shot.
I know.
I know he's 69 years old, but he's the most energetic guy that's almost 70. He will tell it like it is. He'll get in your face if you're fucking up. He will get you guys rallied and pointing in the right direction. I get it. He had his personal issues, but okay, so what? Hopefully he's gotten past all that stuff. How could this list, nothing against these guys, but I'm going to give Brad Ausmus another shot over Ron Washington. I'm going to give Jeff Bannister another shot over Ron Washington. Even Gibby. Everybody loves Gibby, right? Good dude. But he didn't have the success that Ron Washington did. Ron Washington got the Texas Rangers to back-to-back World Series, ended up losing both. But if you don't talk to Ron Washington, you're doing a disservice to your organization, in my opinion.
They're going to talk to Ron Washington. And Ash said yesterday that he's got a job, so he doesn't want it. That's called negotiating tactic right there. That's what you do. Tell him you don't want it so they pay you more.
Yeah.
Is his only mark against him a substance abuse thing?
I don't know. I don't know. I never heard anything negative. I spent a lot of time with those Texas teams covering the World Series. I heard nothing but great things about Wash.
Yeah, see, look, everybody in the chat, everybody that's a manager, look, you have some things that you've done that you probably regret in the past. Like, let's let Ron Washington like move forward here a little bit, because he is a great baseball person. He is probably the best infield coach in the game right now. Not to mention he has experience. He's brought teams to the brink of championship before. Like, he's a very good name for the San Diego Padres, and I expect him to be a finalist.
If you're not going to hire somebody based on their past and they haven't been able to grow and learn from something, half the dugouts are going to be empty.
More than half of them. And guess what all these managers that everyone likes to do after the game? Slug like 6 beers, 7 beers a night. Like, let's go, people.
Yeah. And whatever happened between he and his family is between he and his family. It's none of our business. It doesn't mean that you can't lead people. In fact, it probably makes you look at yourself and take a look at your shortcomings, which is a tough thing for a lot of people to do. And you got to say, I got to be better in this area. Maybe it makes you a better person and a better leader. I don't know.
People are saying that I should come back and manage. Haven't they seen all the things I've said on camera? I'll never be able to manage ever in my life. I've come to grips with that. All the stuff that I do on JOMBOY Media, all the silly stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never be a manager in the big leagues.
Yeah, that just pretty much took you out of contention for the Padres job right there, that freeze frame. Yeah. But it's a great one, dude. You know what?
I'm happy.
Do it one more time. I'm going to take a still. Let's go. That's beautiful.
People don't know this is the same one I've been doing all season long.
That's nasty, dude. That is just nasty. So last one. Usually it's a fun one. It ain't going to be fun for some people. Give me a winner tonight.
Because I think it'll be way more devastating to this team if they don't win. I believe they're going to get the victory tonight. They're at home. It's going to be cold. They know the elements there. They have a guy. They haven't lost a game with this guy on the mound. Webb is going to lead the Giants to victory tonight. Dodgers, one of the better teams ever assembled on paper, in my opinion. One game, not enough. Giants take it. They go face the Braves in the NLCS.
When we did all of our playoff previews, I think the morning of the AL wildcard game, did you have the Giants beating the Dodgers in this round?
I don't know. I don't remember. I think so. Maybe.
Okay. I too like the Giants. I think that the home crowd is going to make a difference there tonight. It is a wild place. When there's meaningful baseball being played up in San Francisco, that crowd is going to be in it the entire game. I think scoring first is imperative. It is huge. We've seen the swings in momentum once somebody gets on the scoreboard. Like, whoo! You know, if you're down like 2-0 through 2, I don't know what baseball players start thinking about in the playoffs. I start counting outs. Like if I'm on the wrong side of it.
It's the home field is why I went with the Giants. And someone said I did. I picked the Cardinals to beat them, so the Dodgers weren't even in this round, I guess.
Me too.
So the home crowd changed it for me. The only thing I think about is I know that Julio Urias is going to be locked in. Like, he's not going to falter. Like, he's going to be a guy. Webb's very young. He hasn't faltered yet. I'm wondering if that's in like a Game 5 against the Dodgers, if that's going to show up in here. It didn't in Game 1, but I think Game 5 was a little bit different than Game 1. But I still think they get the job done. I think the Giants move on, and they get beat by the Braves in the.
Oh, let's not go there. You just said Ashley won't be able to work the rest of the day.
Ash, let's go, Ash.
She has to run outside of her work right now because none of her coworkers like it, or all the people that work for her. I forget that she's the boss. That they don't like her swearing, so she's running outside right now.
How does she can't swear? It's all she does.
I know. Did you know? By the way, I was doing a little research on Logan Webb. Did you know that he is legally blind? Yeah, you can be legally blind and still have vision, right? It's just
yeah.
But when he was little, he had really thick glasses. They eventually, I believe, got him fitted for contacts and all sorts of stuff. But I believe he is legally blind. So
Did you pick the Giants?
I did. Thanks. And then I had him losing to the Milwaukee Brewers in the next round. How's that going to go?
I don't think that's going to happen. I'll put money on it.
And you're always going against me. All right, dude. Are you going to stay home and watch the game? Or are you going to a friend's? What are you doing?
I got invited to go up to the game today. My boy JP Martinez, the assistant pitching coach, I saw him after the game that I went to in LA. He's like, I got tickets. Let's go, man.
You're going to the game?
No, I can't. I wanted to. I'm going to be at home. I'm going to be at home watching it. Or maybe I'll go to my buddy's house. The only problem with watching around here with friends for me is it's all just Dodger fans that are going to be going crazy. And, like, I'd rather just sit and watch the game, like, impartial and enjoy it than have these Dodger fans going all this. Oh, me and you?
Impartial.
Where are we going?
Come to the theater room.
Oh, shit. Did you just say the theater room?
Yeah. Come on, man. Yeah. We're all caught up on our Ted Lasso. And, yeah.
I might take you up on that. Is Michelle going to be there?
No, I think she's going out tonight. She's going out with some friends.
Yeah, I have plans tonight.
That was weird. That was really weird.
All right, man. Crazy.
Have a great day. Enjoy Game 5. It's going to be awesome. Cannot wait. Man, oh, man. This is so tasty. And we'll see everybody tomorrow morning, which will be Friday, as we get you set for the ALCS. And we figure out who's going to be playing the Braves in the NLCS.
Mm-hmm. Check out.
Here we go.
I believe they're live streaming tonight. I believe Jimmy and Jake are live streaming tonight. I'm not actually sure on that. But I'm pretty sure they are. So if they are, go check that out.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I will be checking it out.
Yeah.
I will be checking it out.
No talking baseball today. No talking baseball today.
Oh, there isn't?
We previewed it yesterday.
Oh, okay. I'm about to tape a podcast with Trevor May, who, even though he played in the National League this year, he did face Boston, and he's had plenty of experience against those monsters down in Houston. He's going to preview the ALCS for us. And then tomorrow, I'm going to be taping an NLCS preview with Jesse Winka, the Cincinnati Reds.
Love that.
So we got a lot going on. Everybody have an amazing day. Enjoy Game 5 tonight. I cannot wait. And congratulations to the Dodgers, since we both picked the Giants.
Love you guys.